Hello everyone, I am Mulberry, the Cryptid Slime. I hope you are all doing well this fine Sunday morning. Oh yeah, I just got up myself. Decided I wanted to get straight into playing some Pokemon myself instead of watching the Regionals VOD, which no spoilers, by the way, I haven't watched day 2 yet. But today's going to be a little bit of a different TCG stream. So normally I would just do 6 to 8 hours of Pokemon, but we're actually going to do a variety. So we're going to play Pokemon, Wingspan, Gwent, and Inscryption. Not necessarily in that order, but I'm embracing my inner heart of the cards, queen of the games energy here. We're going to just do a bunch of different card games. All of these I have played before, so they're not going to be brand new to me, but... Which, it's ironic that I make that reference because Yu-Gi-Oh! Is the one game that I won't play. Outside of playing it in real life, it is the one game that I won't play. Alright, so we've got... Currently the Dark Doom is active. Okay, it was the one with Arbok there. Which, actually, I feel like Frostlass is about to become one of my new obsession cards. Because just like Spidops, she is so compatible with everything. I kid you guys not. Frostlass is compatible with everything. Hi TPO, and yes you are. How are you doing? Alright, so I was thinking they're Frostlass. So anyways, I had a concept for Frostlass. Okay. Let's just look up Skara. So we have Meowscara. You must scratching nails. If your opponent's active Pokemon has any damage counters, this attack does 120 more damage. So you pair that up with Frostlass, boom, you've got your damage placement. So right on. I hope you had a good meal. I had chips for breakfast. In fact, I still have the packet of crisps here next to me. What's the flavor? Sweet Southern Heat Barbecue. That's what I had for my breakfast. Phantom Ball. I didn't know that was a thing. Anyways, just kind of basically the concept I was thinking was you've got Meowscarada with its damage increase. So if you pair that up with Frostlass, you've pretty much guaranteed damage put down. But I also wanted to search the phrasing here. Already has... Okay. Get all of them showing. Looks like this is all of them. You have 4 Phantom Balls? Cool! So we've got Absol, which is a single attacker, doing the if your opponent's active Pokemon already has any damage counters, or a single prizer. Aggron is 150 plus 150. Talonflame is 80 plus 80. So, yeah, single prizer, basic, stage 2. This one's a stage 2 as well. But it's 120 plus 120. This is a stage 1, V-Star. It's 110 plus 110. Oh my gosh, 180 plus 180. Oh, nice catch. Oh, I didn't get it. So we got Miraidon, who's basic, who does 60 plus 100. And then Sandslash and Meowscarada. So there's actually quite a few options that we could pair up Frostlass with if we wanted to keep that strategy, that similar strategy with Meowscarada there. But we could make it a single prizer deck using Absol. So it's 180. Absol does 120, 160. So Sandslash does the most damage, but it has the highest energy requirement out of the single prizers. Oh, this isn't the new Greninja. This is an old one. However, Meowscarada could be a good one. Because it is just 2 colorless energies, you can still use the water type. Just in case. Yeah, that's a deck concept for later. I don't think I'm going to work on it right now, but definitely for later. Oh yeah, and last night off stream, I got so bored. I made a deck using nothing but Magikarp and Gyarados, and I totally trashed my win to lose ratio. Just spamming that deck in casual, like. It was bad. It was so much fun, but it was so bad. Like, I actually managed to get a couple wins. I mostly lost. I'm gonna be real, I mostly lost. Because I would get so many tails in a row, and then I would finally get a heads, and it would be like 6 heads. And I think one person I managed to mill out their important cards so they did concede, but for the most part I lost. I think I did like 10 matches and I lost 8. Oh, but it was so much fun. Oh, well, that's not stellar. Start with a mulligan. Opponent's got them Charmander sleeves, so we might see a Charizard deck. Just 1 mulligan, that's fine. Squovit! Dang it, Squovit! You're supposed to come out later. End game. Well then. Well, at least we know since it's Charmander, we can get rid of Geicomo. Well, I could get rid of Aerie and Lucian and then Palpad. No, I'm gonna get rid of Aerie and Geicomo. I don't know who I'm gonna go after though. I've got Zoroark, so I could go for Zorua. Just to get it down on the field, energy attachment. And I want to bring back Aerie now or later. Now let's increase the chances of getting Aerie. Geicomo could just stay gone. I don't think I've ever seen a Charizard deck run with a card that you would actually need Geicomo for. It's good to have when you come up against Lugia, but for the most part beyond that, he just doesn't do much. Blasting Destruction, discard a Stadium in play. Alright, so we did get some good stuff there. My opponent used Iono, so I got another Zorua, I got a Bidoof. We've got Aerie, Lucian, Buddy Buddy Pop, and Mist Energy. So we're going to go ahead and use Buddy Buddy to get some Tarantulas here, as well as inspect the rest of my deck, because that is the one thing I always forget to do. Oh, it's a good thing I brought Aerie back. I've only got 1 copy. Okay, we got Brace, which is good. Trying to think of what I want to do here. So, as much as I want to use Aerie, I really do need to evolve my stuff. Alright, we're going to do Lucian. Coin flip. Heads is 6 cards, tails is 3. I get 6. Awesome. And my opponent also gets 6. Good deal. Oh, there's no sound. There we go. Let's see, Super Rod is trying to get me back 1 energy. I've got Switch. I'm gonna hold off on that Squovit for now. And we'll just put Doom Curse on this Charmander. Unfortunately, 6 cards may have given them what they needed. So we'll see. They got a Switch. Alright, so they didn't manage to escape the Doom Curse. I think they went for a full, expensive deck type here. Everything is shiny. I am not nearly as bougie as that. So I do have boss's orders, so I am going to go ahead and try to boss up that Charmeleon. See if I can't get that knocked out. Or shoot, I might even go for the Bibarel. That might actually be my best bet. Because... oh, no, they've already got two... so they've got 2 energies on that Charmeleon. So they'll definitely be able to put energies onto that Bibarel to get it swapped out. Alright, we'll just go ahead and boss up the Charmeleon and see what happens. Hello, Ramza. How you doing? I'm doing alright. Just woke up, got my caffeine. Try not to get burned by Charizard. You know, all that good stuff. Hello, Psycho Muppet. Alright, we got Arvin, item card and tool card. So they went for Maximum Belt and Ultra Ball, so we're definitely going to see that Charizard hit the field here. Now which one they evolve into Charizard, most likely the Active. Bummer. Charizard is a good deck. It definitely is. Yes, they've got 2 of them now. Alright, they would put Maximum Belt on their active one. 360 damage. Mostly, only because Zorua is weak to, that stuff. To Dark type. Alright, we got Misfortune Sisters. Alright, Misfortune Sisters is not going to do me any good at this time. A Tarantula is not going to do me good. Oh gosh. No, I think I'm going to lose this one. I'm breaking pretty hard. I needed Spidops. If I had gotten Spidops, I could have brought this back, but... because now my only choice is I'm going to have to retreat this one, use... yeah, we'll see how it goes. I can bring this up. And I can't even use Collect. Okay, they got their Pidgeot. Yeah, I remember growing up, but when it came to the Pidgey line, learning Pidgey, Pidgeotto, Pidgeot, I remember I always struggled with it because I always wanted to say Pidgey, Pidgeot, Pidgeotto. Because that to me just made the most sense, was having the Pidgeotto be the stage 2. But it's Pidgeot. Took me a while, but I got there. I figured it out. Oh, there's Spidops. Wow. That's alright. I can... as long as I can get this Spidops powered up before they can take it out. Nope, I've lost. Alright. At least I can't go below Masters League. I made it. They can't get rid of me now. The spider is here to stay. Alright, my opponent won. They're choosing who goes first. Please be me. Dang it. Sometimes they let me go first. Ooh, thank you for the hydrate. Definitely reaching for the caffeine on that one. So I'm going second, so we're going to go ahead and use Zorua so we can use its collectability. Ooh, I get to snoop their... Okay, they've got Conkeldurr. Okay, so we're going to see some Conkeldurr and Brute Bonnet action. Potentially. Usually, yeah, it's going to be Brute Bonnet. So Conkeldurr and Brute Bonnet, not bad. This is one that I've been seeing theory crafted on Reddit, but this will be my first time actually battling against it. What deck am I playing, Ramza? I am playing Spidops and Hisuian Zoroark. My current favorite deck at the moment. Sure enough, there goes the Brute Bonnet with the poisoning. Yeah, the poison being on there isn't going to bother me too much. We'll go ahead and do collect and end my turn. Ooh, perfect, Spidops. Oh, gosh. Alright, so it looks like they ended their turn with some poison and didn't do anything else. That's fine. Luckily for me, I can now evolve and then evolve again. I'm gonna use Airy just oh, there's two. Oh my gosh, 2 rare candies and counter catcher. Oh my gosh, which do I go for? Alright, let me see all their cards. So they've got... So they have Conkeldurr and 2 fighting energies. Oh, but but Prime Catcher turns off Zoroark's ability. Alright, we're gonna go for the double candy. Oh, one of those rare moments where it's like, I wish Airy got rid of 3. Oh, such hard decisions. You're playing the Pokemon MMO? Right on. What team are you using? We just got another Airy. Oh, I am so getting rid of that catcher now. And another rare candy. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Just got rid of 3 of their candies and their prime catcher. Gosh, I love that card so much. It looks like this will be game because they're on a bunch of Pokemon. Well, I appreciate them letting me get all my prize cards. It does suck that they bricked the way that they did, because I would have liked to have seen Conkeldurr in action. Oh, so he's going to show Girder even though they didn't even have one. Alrighty. Well, good luck with your adventure, TPO. Oh, heck yeah, I want to go first. It's like deciding to go first is, do you want a supporter card advantage or do you want an evolution advantage? Oh, not Gimme Ghoul. Anything but Gimme Ghoul. Oh, this is gonna suck. You're using Nidoking, Ivysaur, Sandshrew, Farfetch'd, Ponyta, and Kadabra. Oh, not a bad lineup. Ponyta's a pretty amazing Pokemon. Alright, so they've got... My opponent has Radiant Greninja as well as Gimmighoul. They got rid of my stadium in favor of Pokestop. And they just discarded a Goldengo. However, they got Super Rod, so they can get all of that right back. Nice. Alright, call for family. That's a single basic Pokemon off the bench. Oh, I can get rid of a switch. What else do they have? They have a Goldengo, Boss, and Hero's Cape. Okay. So, since I know that they have a Goldengo, they're most likely going to evolve the active one, which is going to make Doom Curse useless. Farfetch'd's nickname is Duck Dish. Yeah, because he's got the leak. Alright, they used their Pokestop again. They got rid of another Gimmighoul and an energy off of that one. They kept Hisuian and Heavy Ball. And they gotta go dead. Gotta go duo. Okay. I'm hoping they don't actually have enough energies to knock out my Zoroark, because they need 3. Yeah, they need 3 energies to knock it out. They're up to Gen 5 in the MMO. Well, that's cool. They're making pretty good progress. Alright, they used concealed cards to get 2 new cards. Got rid of an energy to do so. Aw, dang it, they've got Earthen Vessel. Please don't have 3. Please don't. Frick, energy. Yep, now they've got 4 now. They've got 4 energies. They can do the thing. So it'll leave at least 1 energy in their hand. Go ahead and hit him with Lucian and hope that they get a Tails. I need a heads, they need Tails. Alright, 6 cards for me. Perfect. And they get a coin flip and 6 cards for them. Alright, I'm gonna have to be okay with that because at least it's a start. I'm gonna hold off on that Super Rod for now. I don't need anything else. Alright, we'll go ahead and do Doom Curse. Alright. Hopefully we'll get to take out at least 1 Goldengo. Yes, alright. Goldengo is like the one deck that I struggle against. Consistently struggle against. Because I mean, obviously I lost against Charizard earlier, but Goldengo always is a pain. Okay, so they've done a couple draws. They used Code Breaking. So they used Code Breaker, then drew, and now they're, you know, doing what they're doing. So they did a manual attachment onto the bench one, and then drew another card. Oh, Pokestop. They got Earthen Vessel and Trekking Shoes. Not bad. Oh, bummer, they got a switch. It's alright, we'll keep trying. get back my 2 evolutions and 1 basic. Well, that wasn't helpful. I mean, in a way, to thin out my deck, it was fine, but... Oh, because it's a tool card. Okay. Alright, then I can either collect or I can get rid of their stadium. Oh, gosh. Let's get rid of their stadium. So get 2 cards off the coin bonus, then they're gonna get 1 card for each of their bench Goldengos. Oh, they chose not to use it. Professor Turo. That's not very helpful. And a grass energy. Not very helpful either. It's one of those games where it's not actually worth it to keep trying to play, but oh, I want to win so bad. However, Spidops cannot one-shot KO Gholdengo. I have tried and tried and tried. And it is the one thing it cannot KO. So they need 6 energies to knock out Spidops. So they got 4 off of that retrieval. So they have at least... Okay, they've got 6. Oh, that is unfortunate. How are my quests looking? Heck yeah, tier 7. They got the fancy 25 celebrations coin. See, I like it because they make it looks metal. That they've managed to work their art in such a way that they can make coins look either paper or metal. It's pretty cool. Alright, they got the full celebration set. Oh my, really? 2 Bidoofs? 2 Bidoofs? Oh man. Well, I'm most likely going to lose the active Bidoof. So I'm going to hold on to the Ultra Ball, so then, or not, I'm going to hold on to the energy. That way I can use the Ultra Ball to discard the energy in the switch to get a Bibarel. Probably throw down Misfortune Sisters, use the Bibarel to get a fresh hand, and go from there. They're pretty, I can pretty much guarantee they're going to get a knockout on this active Bidoof, just because they're going to bring out the future version of Cobalion, Iron Crown. I think Future Booster Capsule also increases damage, yeah. Takes it up to 80. lost vacuum. Alright, so I'm gonna start with get rid of the energy. I am gonna go ahead and get rid of Misfortune Sisters. Get my Bibber out. I am gonna go ahead and boss up Iron Crown, just to kind of slow them down wherever I can here. Squelch it. A buddy poffin would have been much more preferred. Alright, so they've currently got Iron Crown in the active. The only way they're really going to move that is either with... And there it is. Can I pull this back? Yeah, Iona might help me pull this back. Okay. Hopefully we got a little bit of a better setup going here. Super Rod, 1 energy, 2 Pokemon. Really, that Bibberl came right back? Alright, if we're gonna lose a card, I'd rather lose the Squilvit, and we'll end it there. So they've used 2 booster capsules. And they have a switch card. The only downside is I don't think I can get Spidops and Tarantula up and going in time. Out of Squilbits. That is less than stellar. And I didn't get any energies off of that. So they can do arm press. Yeah, without getting an energy that turn, I'm not going to be able to do it. Second here, guys. Why is this freaking out? Okay. Never give up, never surrender. Going right back into it. Hello, thank you for the follow. hydrate. Be sure to take a sip of caffeine. Alright, do we have a better start? No, we've got a mulligan. Yay. Mulligans. And into Squelvet. Alright. Out of 60 cards, I've only got 2 Squelvets, and this little squirrel likes to come to the front. Some of a... Another gimme ghoul. Can we not? Please, for like 5 seconds, can we just not with the gimme ghoul? My mental state cannot handle this. But that's alright. That's to be expected when you enter, I think it's called Masters League, the one at the very end. You're gonna get a lot of really hardcore meta decks like gimme ghoul. A lot of the good consistent ones. Alright, so they've got one Gimme Ghoul in the active, they put down Greninja, they got Buddy Puffin, and they're going for Scyther, so we're going to see some Scissor action, which basically has increased damage output for every ability that's on the field. On my side. I believe it's just my side of the field that counts the abilities. I think it's like 50 damage or something like that. Gyarados, a water Pokemon and an item card. Okay, they went for Manaphy and Earthen Vessel. I was just thinking to myself, they're probably going to get rid of the Manaphy to do it. Alright, what do we got going on here? They used Earthen Vessel, they got 2 energies. Gosh, we'll have to see what card I get to see what it is that I do next turn. Because I kind of want to use Lucian because I need to fill out my hand a little bit better. I need to actually get some stuff on the field, but... Alright, they have another Gimme Ghoul. They haven't done an energy attachment yet, though. Still waiting to see what they're going to do for that. Lots of difficult decisions. Alright, now it's my turn. And they passed on doing Call for Family, which is interesting. Yeah, well... It's like on one hand I want to get rid of Pokemon League headquarters, but... it will only hurt me at this point. Tails, so I get 3 cards. And they got Tails, so they get 3 cards. Alright, so we'll Doom Curse their active Gimme Ghoul and hope that they don't have a Gholdengo. Because yeah, if they did have one originally, and that Lucian managed to get rid of it, oh, that would be amazing. So we got Cypher Maniac's Code Breaking, that's 2 cards to the top of the deck, in whatever order they decide. Yeah, they could get them. They could get the Gholdengos, because if they have an energy in their hand, they can use Cypher Maniac and then use Radiant Greninja. So they'll still get it. But I'm hoping they don't. No energies. Yep, they do have concealed cards. So they are going to get Gholdengo. Called it. Well, that was close. Almost stalled them out for a turn. So they need 3 energies to knock out Zoroark. Let's see if they've got that. Let's see how many. They've got 3 energies in the discard pile. They've already lost 3 earthen vessels and used 2 of their Cypher Maniacs. Okay, energy retrieval. So they did not have the energies that they needed. They definitely have them now. Oh, they actually left an energy behind. Oh no, wait, never mind. They used the energy to... Yeah, they used that one to get the other ones. Ooh, top deck Zoroark. Nice. What else did they have? Ogoldango and 1 energy. Alright, so I got Airy, got rid of their superior energy retrieval. But they do have 1 Goldango and 1 energy, so we'll see what they go for after that. Because now they're down 2 superior energy retrievals, 3 earthen vessels. So that's 5 of their energy retrieval items. I don't know the exact numbers on how many this deck runs. They do run quite a few though. Alright, concealed cards. They got rid of 1 energy to get 2 new cards. Lots of draw power on their side of the field. It's a good deck. Very synergistic. I hate it so much. Like, I have actually tried playing Goldango myself. Like, I have used this deck before. It is a good deck. It just didn't spark happiness. Alright. Doom Curse gets a knockout. I get an energy and Misfortune Sisters off the prizes there. I could Misfortune Sisters, or I could hope for a boss. No, let's Misfortune Sisters. Looks like we get a superior energy retrieval, a super rod, and a switch. And then they've got Erida and bosses the other 2. Alright, Doom Curse onto the basic chemical card here. Well, yeah, so Misfortune Sisters actually got some good pulls there. Yep, that's what I thought they were gonna do. I figured they had a Goldango in their hand just so they could cancel out the Doom Curse. But I did not have a boss, so there was nothing I could do at the moment. So they need at least 1 energy to attach, and then they need 1 to knock me out. I am kind of curious why they're running with dark energies, though. Alright, good for them. They got it. But for real though, because Scyther evolves into Scizor, who uses metal energy. Oh, it's for the Monkey Dory. Okay, that's what the dark energy is for. It's for Monkey Dory. So that way they can move damage counters around. That explains... Okay, that explains a lot. I was so confused. I was like... I was like, why are there dark energies? Alright, so Irida, water Pokemon, and an item card. How many energy retrievals do they have left? So they... 2 super rods are... Oh my gosh, they still had a superior energy retrieval. Alright, so I get some 4 energies. However, if I remember, in their hand they didn't have any energies currently, so they've only got the 4. Alright, they got the Monkey Dory. Maybe did manual attachment onto that one. So they've got 3 energies. They've only got the 3. I got a Singing Heavy Ball, got nothing off of that one. Just kind of waiting. It's not very entertaining. I can tell it's not very entertaining because I'm getting bored too. I've been sitting here for a while just staring and waiting. It's like I just need to get a video playing like right there in the bottom corner. That way I can sit there and watch TV while waiting on their turn. That was all 4 of their energies. Hey, Bibarel! That doesn't do me much good. Ultra Ball, that does me even less good. Alright, 2 more prize cards for me. We did get a knockout there. Professor Turo's Scenario. Okay. So far we've seen they're only running with metal and dark energies. They've currently got 9 energies in the discard pile. They've only got 2 cards in their hand. And they put up Scyther. Okay, they got Buddy Buddy poppin'. Do they even... Yeah, so I was thinking they didn't have anyone to go grab. Because there's 2 Gimmigholes, 2 Goldengos, and 1 Manaphy in their discard pile. I'm hoping we're finally to the point where they're at the bare bones of their ability to get energies back. Because there's 4 superior energy retrievals, 2 super rods, 1 energy retrieval, and 3 earthen vessels, all in the discard pile. They've used 2 Iridas and 2 Cyphermaniac code breaking. There still might be a couple energy retrievals, but we'll see. You want a favor, TPO? I'll hear you out, but I don't guarantee anything. Alright, we'll get a knockout on that Scyther. Goldengo into the active. Yeah, is it you, TPO? Are you the cute thing between Y and O? Okay, what was their last move? I was not looking. Gimmighoul onto the bench, used Coin Bone. Okay. My turn. Ultra Ball, Geicomo, Bibarel. Get rid of those. Get Zorark. I'm actually going to use Professor Thorough to pick up Spidops. Oh, I'm the cute thing between... Oh, wasn't that sweet? Alright, so I've put Doom Curse onto the active Goldengo. they're starting to draw up some more cards, but they need at least one medal to start attacking. We've got... Ooh, they conceded. Yay! We beat Goldango! Oh my gosh, that was a slog, but we managed to beat Goldango. Oh, that was not easy. Like, oh, I hate that deck so much. Like, I don't even hate Charizard as much as I hate, like, I know Charizard gets all the flack for being, like, you know, it's so common and all this stuff, but Goldango, man, I need to just go dead brain and casual for a little bit. It was a very hard game. But it was good. My opponent was very talented. Alright, we're just gonna cause chaos and casual for a little bit because... Do I want to go first? No, I don't. Not with this deck. Oh, thank you. I was trying really hard. Alright, so it looks like so with this particular deck, I want to get as many mulligans as possible. Alright, 4. That's something. Get up there, fishy boy. Oh, that's a Froakie! And it's the little clay model. I really like these cards. I actually really like these ones because somebody literally goes, they make these clay models by hand and then they go out in nature and take photos. Like, it's great. It's absolutely great. Could you imagine this being like your hobby? What a fantastic hobby. Or a job. Ooh, I wonder if it could be their job. Could you imagine doing that full time? Frostlass! Oh, that's a beautiful Frostlass card. Oh no, that's lovely. Got the moon reflection in the background. Oh, that is lovely. Ooh, Salvatore, perfect! Let's get this started. Give me that Gyarados. And now to wreck Havoc. Let's go. Show me some heads. 9. Wow. Rude. This game is so mean sometimes. Not even one. Not even a single pity heads in the coin flip. Alright, they're really powering up this active Froakie here. I think we're gonna see the newest whatever that frog is called. The stage 2 of Froakie. Greninja! We're gonna see the newest Greninja. And seeing as how this person tends to have the highest rarity of each card, we'll get to see the fancy version. There's so much happening right now. So they used Arven, now they've got Forest Seal Stone. They probably went through all of that to make sure they can get the rare candy and the Greninja. Yep, and there it is. So, Mirage Barrage. Discard 2 energy from this Pokemon. This attack does 120 damage to 2 of your opponent's Pokemon. Oh, I see they went for Shinobi Blade. Okay. So it was 150 to my active Gyarados because Double Turbo took me down 20. So they got a Frogator, a Iono, and a De-Evolution. Now to wreck some Havoc. Come on, show me some heads. 1, 2. Alright, 2. We got 4 cards discarded on their sides. So it was 2 Froakies, a Buddy Buddy, and Earthen Vessel. perfect Salvatore. So between Salvatore and Professor's research, I should be able to get another Gyarados onto the field. So they're going for Mirage Barrage. They're going to get to knock out 2 of my Pokemon. They went for the active Gyarados and the benched Magikarp with energy. Hello, Charismatic. Okay, so I know for a fact that I only had 3 Magikarps. I don't have a 4th one. Yeah. Alright. Ooh, I was hoping for Fishing Rod. Alright, Hand Trimmer will just trim their hand down back to 5 cards. What does Gyarados do? Gyarados does wreak havoc. Flip a coin until you get tails. For each heads, discard the top 2 cards of your opponent's deck. Dang it! Not even one! That's alright, we've got Lumineon in the active, so we are safe from being attacked at the moment. Never mind, we are no longer safe. Oh, it's a fun deck. It is a fun deck. It's my current brain rot deck. It's not intended to win, but when it does, it's fun. Have I tried Web Trio? No, I haven't. It's just not one that interests me. That one requires too much thinking, too much prep, too much setup. Because I'm not trying to win, I just want to have fun. Yeah, because one deck that I want to try building is the Magcargo, the Lava Snail. But that one's still bugged. As far as I'm aware, it is still bugged. Oh, Incineroar. You got a Fire Cat. Just the only downside is I really need my, like, as many mulligans as possible. But I'm only, like, getting 4 mulligans. But I need my opponent to draw as many cards as possible because I need them to work through that deck. And then I only had 1 mulligan this time. And so did they, so we both had mulligans. It's like, well, that's not good. It's also really funny to put Magikarp in the active and then stick Survival Brace on it. Oh, it is so great. It is so fun. This little fish with a Survival Brace on. What's the biggest mill I've managed to get? 18 cards. 18 cards I think is the most I've gotten. So that's 9 heads in a row. But that has only happened once. And obviously I am not doing too well in the meantime. My poor little fish. Alrighty, Charismatic. I think... the last time I saw somebody do the math on the odds of those coin flips with Magikarp. In order to completely deck somebody out turn 1 if you go second, the odds were something like 1/10,000% to get, I think it was like, because you would need something like 23 heads in a row in order to deck somebody out turn 1 if you go second. The odds of flipping 9 heads in a row was 0.1%. Nice. Fudge. Alright, well we're gonna lose this Gyarados. That is like the one downside, is it's just if you don't even get 1 heads, it just kind of... Because I guess that's like it's a quicker setup than Wug Trio. I like how they have a mixture of the older cards with like the full art new cards. It's pretty interesting. Okay, so they're only doing 60 damage. Oh, come on, show me another 60 damage. No benched Pokemon. Gyarados is a survivor. They need to reprint one of the reflip cards. Yeah, wasn't there a stadium that did that? Because I remember getting one before. There was this... Yeah. Because there was also one where... Blunder Policy. So there was a stadium that lets you reflip, and there was Blunder Policy that got you cards. There's been a stadium, a tool, and a Pokemon that all had reflip. Okay. Yeah, I would love to have the stadium. Because then how fun would that be? Run Gyarados at the stadium to let you reflip. Alright, they've added Bidoof onto their side of the field, so they're gonna do 80 damage. It's still alive! I'm surviving! Come on, give me at least one. At least one. Rigged. It says rigged against me. I claim cheating. I can't believe he's managed to survive this long. I'm gonna be real, I can't believe. There was a Victini everyone called Flip-Tini because it lets you flip coins again. Well, that sounds adorable. Yeah, I can see why they probably wouldn't want coin flipping, coins to be reflipped in the current meta, just because of healing decks like Gyarados and Wug Trio. While it would be fun, it does make them a little overpowered. That is not helpful. I can't even hit them with Raging Fit. Alright, I'm sending a mental message to this person to let me survive till the next turn. Don't take the victory. Let me have the next turn. Come on, I know you want to see what'll happen next. Don't do it. Are they gonna attack? Are they gonna... anything? Alright, they put Litten down. I swear if they do all this prep work and attack without just ending the match, Come on, I got 3 Magikarp. Let me survive. Let me survive. They're probably not going to. They're probably going to do all this shit to practice and then go for the knockout. I'm hoping. I'm hoping I'm not. Hey, yo, they're letting me survive. They actually let me live. I can't believe they actually let me live. Oh, there was 3 oh my. Oh, there was. Oh wait, never mind. Okay, it's just showing me the whole deck. It's not showing me. Okay. Okay, I got 3 Gyarados in deck. I've got my professor's researches. Alright, we got this. They're letting me live. I just need a professor's research. Come on, professors. Top deck, let's go. So I think... Yeah, I have 3 professors still in my deck. I do have 2 Salvatore still in my deck, and I have 1 Pokegear in the deck. So, I do have a chance to get some helpful cards here. Oh, I should have switched. Oh, I should have switched out to keep this my Magikarp with an energy on the bench. I should have swapped. Okay, that was all me. I should have swapped, but we're gonna hope. Professor's research. Manifesting. Let's go. Alright, active Magikarp. Alright, Salvatore. Go ahead and evolve a benched one. Makes it 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120. Okay, so Gyarados would have survived. But... Okay, so that's 3 Salvatores down. Okay. Alright, they rare candied into another Incineroar. Which I do believe these are the same Incineroar. Hustle play. Yeah, it's the same Incineroar, just different art. Gasp. Gyarados. It's alright, they won't get the knockout, but I only get 1 shot at flipping that coin. Okay, they're switching. Oh, I see, so they could get the knockout in 1 go. So I do have a Gyarados in my hand, but I don't have a water energy. So in order to avoid them targeting the Gyarados, just gonna wait a second here. So because they knocked out one of my Pokemon, they do need another fire energy onto that Incineroar in order to attack. Yeah, because it's a 5 cost. I only have... Yeah, they do need 1 more energy. They're retreating. Alright, probably going for that Entei to start getting knockouts again. Oh, they went for the one that doesn't have energy? Oh, probably fleet-footed, and I bet they've got a switch. Do they have a switch? You're gonna get rid of my 2 switch cards. Yeah, because from here they can use Magma Basin. Okay, they put 1 onto the active Entei. And Magma Basin only goes to the bench, I believe. Yeah, it only goes to the bench. I mean, at this point, why not? I've got 2 Gyarados and I can't do anything, so... We'll just keep waiting. I run like 15 water energies. That's okay, I'm watching their deck. Every turn that passes, their deck gets just a little bit smaller, and I get a little bit closer to being able to mill them out. So close. I don't think they have the fire energy to attack in their hand. They do. I'm gonna be so sad if this is the way I go down, not being able to power up Gyarados. Ooh, can I get in on that Earthen Vessel? Just let me have one. Just one. Alright, so I only need 6 heads to mill out their deck right now. I only need 6. Okay, they've done Professor Research. Now I only need 3. 3 is manageable. 3 is doable. I can get 3 coin flips. Alright, they did Magma Base into their bench and Incineroar. Okay, and Gyarados does survive. Oh, thank goodness. Top deck professors. Oh, that was getting painful. One, 2, 3. We did it! We milled them out! We did it! Oh, that was... Yay! Oh, that was bad. So I've put a poll up there in chat for which game we want to see next on stream. I do have a few options. We've got Wingspan, Gwent, and Inscryption. So if you guys want to have a say in what we see next, that poll will be up there, I think, for about another 8 minutes. And thank you, Charismatic. But in the meantime, we are going to do a little bit more Pokemon. Hello, 13. I want to say yes, 13. I want to say I did. It's champion 13, right? Alright, yep, I got you on my list. Yeah, I think we battled twice. I think you won both times. Yeah, it always sucks when somebody beats you to your name. We haven't battled yet? Okay. I thought we did, but... Oh, now that's a mulligan. 4 energies. And I saw a Nimona there, so I'm not entirely sure what they're running here. You've been working hard. I feel that. Oh, heck yeah. Always gotta go bully the friends. It is very important to always bully friends. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. It was nice to see you, and I hope your friend has a good stream as well. Alright, so it looks like my opponent has a Charmander deck. Gonna see some more Zard action happening. Which if you guys see me doing weird things, it's because I'm eating some soup. I made chicken noodle soup yesterday. So I gotta eat the oodles and noodles. Alrighty, so they got 2 Charmanders and a Bidoof on the field. We're gonna go ahead and get Arbok going here. I don't run... oh, what is it I'm thinking of? Lost Vacuum. I don't run a Lost Vacuum. So there's nothing I can do about the XP share. So they are gonna get to keep that energy. But we will get that first prize card here. Alright, they're going for Great Ball, so it's the top 7 cards, pick any Pokemon you find there. And they went for a Charizard. And then shuffled. Alright, right on, they got Charmeleon. And a Growlithe. I think I know what this deck is. I think this is a freebie. I'm pretty certain they're using one of the freebie decks. Which is a completely valid way to play. Alright, then we'll go for the knockout on this Charmeleon as well as discard 2 of their cards. I probably should have held onto the Iono and left him to go for a turn without any resources, but that's alright. I wanted resources. So I do have Clavel. Now is he basic? Yeah, he's basic. He lets you get 3 basic Pokemon with 120 HP or less. Alright, we'll get double Freezing Shroud. All of it going onto the Bidoof there. Ooh, and they went for Bibarel. That's a good choice. But now they are taking that chance as to whether or not they actually draw Arcanine. Which, my luck, I never get what I need. Oh, and they got it! They got Arcanine! Looks like they're gonna Ultra Ball again. For Charizard, instead of another Arcanine. Interesting. Okay, they conceded. Ooh, we got the blackened out card glitch. And that might have been important. Okay. Alright, looks like the poll has finished. Let's see what the report. So we've got 1 vote for Inscryption and 2 votes for Wingspan. So it looks like the next game is going to be Wingspan. So for anyone who doesn't know what that is, it is a board game that they converted into an online game, and it's a card game just like Pokemon. There is a competitive element to it, but I think it's a lot of fun. Lots of bird trivia, lots of information. It's a pretty fantastic game. I really do think you guys will enjoy it. Just for right now, we've got Wingspan. For anyone who doesn't know what this game is, it is a how do you describe it? It's a card game, but it's not a trading card game. It is a board game, so you guys can play this in real life, and it has birds and a lot of bird trivia. So in this online version, there is an option to play against the AI, which is super fantastic. I like playing against Automa as well as the AI, and you can control how smart it is, so how difficult it'll be. It's just, you know, the first couple games will be pretty complicated, but once you get past that learning curve in the beginning, it is a pretty straightforward game. So we're going to start off here. There's 4 rounds. Each round will get a little bit shorter each time. So we're going to start off with 8 turns, and then we'll have I believe 7 turns, and then we'll have 6 turns, and then we'll have 4 turns, and it'll be the end of the game. Go ahead and click there, get this started. So at the very beginning, we get to choose 5 items. So we get 5 birds, so we can choose between 5 different birds as well as resources for our starting hand here. So it is a little bit, like, it is a lot different than Pokemon, but I personally find it to be a very fun and exciting game. So we've got the red crossbill, the tufted titmouse, the mourning dove, the greater prairie chicken, and a blue heron. So when activated, all players gain a grain. When played, lay 1 egg. Draw 2 new bonus cards, keep 1. Let's see. I think I'm gonna go for the crossbill, and I'm gonna get the prairie chicken. And then we'll get 3 resources. And then we get to choose a bonus card. This will help get us points at the end of the game. So it is important to kind of carefully pick what you want. So right now it's just kind of getting it ready to go, so now we get to take our turn. I'm going to start by summoning the red crossbill. And as we can see here, it needs 2 wheat in order to summon, but I only have 1 wheat, so it's going to take the other 2 resources from my inventory in order to summon the red crossbill.
Birds use their specialized bills to pry apart conifer seed cones.
I think I'm going to turn the music down just a little. Okay. Because this game will actually talk to us. Okay. Whoops, that is not... Okay. I misclicked there. Alright. So the reason I wanted to play this red crossbill so early was because now I can get extra resources. Well, I don't want any of this stuff. But I get a free grain from the red crossbill every time I go to gather resources, which will make it easy to get that prairie chicken put on the field. So one thing that is important with this game is there's multiple ways to get points. And I'll show you guys how to get each points here in a second. Alright, so we got 5 turns left. So up here in the top left corner, you'll see that there's 4 cards. And what this symbol means is round 1, eggs in bull nests. So for every egg that we have in a bull nest or a star nest, stars do count as all nest types, it adds points for the round. So depending on how you place in this round with this particular challenge, it adds points to your to the end of your game. So you want to get first place every single time. Then we have on each bird, there's a feather symbol here. The more feathers, the more points you get at the end of the game. So this one has 6, the greater prairie chicken has 5. Then we have the vital culturist, this bonus card here. Every person will have a different bonus card. This contributes also to your end of game points. This one is any birds with a berry symbol. This bird may also eat other kinds of food. So if I have 2 to 3 birds that eat berries, I get 3 points. If I have 4 plus, I get 7 points. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and play my prairie chicken because I want the bonus cards.
Greater prairie chicken. One subspecies of this bird went extinct in 1932, and a Texas form is endangered.
Oh, that's terrible. Alright, so we have Omnivore Expert and Fishery Manager. So here on the bottom of the card, it says 17% of cards, 17% of cards. That helps lets us know how many cards there are in the deck that we could potentially draw into that help towards this goal. So we're going to go ahead and go for the Fishery Manager. Alright, 4 turns left. Who's available to draw? There's a burrowing. I kind of want the burrowing owl. Yeah, we're gonna go for the burrowing owl. So my very last turn this round is what I'm gonna use to lay eggs. I'm gonna see what points I can get at the very end there. So I've got 3 turns. That is enough. We are gonna get some resources here. Okay, 2 rounds left. We are gonna... Oh, I need to lay eggs. Alright, we're not gonna do as well as I thought we were. I totally forgot I was gonna have to lay eggs there.
Burrowing owl. These owls often
Okay,
use
so we
old
got
prairie
1.
dog burrows
We
for their
got 1
underground
point for the end of
nests.
round goal. So we're gonna tie for 2nd place. It's not too bad. Alright, so we got 7 rounds in the second, or 7 turns in the second round. So now we need tree nests that have eggs. Tell you what I really need. I need cards. I need a lot of cards. I need ones that go into the water biome. Alright, what cards are available now? Get the American Goldfinch. Alright, let me see here. I can get rid of the Hooded Warbler to get lots of extra food. do this. Oh, wood duck. Alright, we're going after that wood duck. Oop, there's the... So the black-bellied whistling duck. Discard 1 grain to tuck 2 cards from the deck behind this bird. That has the possibility to really add on cards. Okay, 3 turns left. We're gonna go ahead and summon that thing.
Black-bellied whistling duck. These ducks really do whistle.
Okay, so I've got 2 turns, and I've got 2 nests that could qualify. Yes, I can do my very last turn to lay eggs. And I think this turn I just want to get some cards. And I'm going to discard 1 green to tuck 2 cards, which will help build up my points for the end of the game. Alright, for this last turn, we're laying eggs. I think I only have 2 nests that are, yeah. Right, a wild Cherim appeared in chat. Oof. Automa destroyed us that round. I need birds in the grass biome. Alright, actually, I'm gonna get the belted kingfisher down. Just because...
Belted kingfisher. A kingfisher burrow can go up to 6 feet into a riverbank and slopes to shed water.
Alright, so I got that one done just because that way whenever somebody else plays a bird in the water biome, I get a fish. So it'll help me get resources. Alright, now I can play the American Goldfinch.
American goldfinch. Goldfinches breed late after the milkweed and thistle have gone to seed.
Interesting. They take a long time to lay their eggs. Alright, so now we're just going to do a ton of egg laying. There we go. We get to roll some dice, and then we end our turn. Alright, so I'm up to 5. Automa has 6. AI has 5. 2 turns. Alright, we're going to do one last bout of egg laying. So that should put us in first place for this round. I'm hoping. Yep, that's 9. Okay, so for the very last turn, we're gonna go draw some cards. Okay, but then we'll discard 1 grain to tuck 2. So we didn't do too good in the second round, but I think we've had a definite comeback for the third round here. Okay. I need grain. I need a lot of grain.
Northern shoveler. The shoveler's large bill strains invertebrates from the water.
Alright, I got a fish. So having resources here on the side at the end of the game doesn't do you any good. So if you can avoid having resources at the end, that is the best way.
Baird Sparrow. Spencer Baird was the first curator of the Smithsonian.
Alright, we got 3 turns left. So I'm thinking I may just do all 3 turns with Eggling. Because the amount of eggs that you have at the end does increase your points. Oh, still no mice for the owl. The poor thing. Alright, last round. So I can either tuck 2 cards or I can lay eggs. I think I'm just gonna lay eggs. Okay, and that's the end. That is the end of Wingspan. It's pretty simple and straightforward. Ooh, 18 points, not bad. Or, yeah, 18 eggs. So, birds. So now we're counting the feathers. I had a pretty good few, I had some good birds in there. I should have gotten some, oh my gosh, Automa. Okay, got pretty good with the eggs there. Ah, still got last place. That is unfortunate. Alright, let's go again. It's a really fun game. I wish it got more attention than it did, or than it does. Although, I am a little biased. I really like birds. Alright, we're gonna go for Breeding Manager as my bonus card. Alright, we're gonna put... Oh, I can actually do both of them. I can do the Meadowlark or the Kestrel. I'm gonna do the Meadowlark just so I can start building up
Meadowlark.
eggs.
This pretty bird also has a beautiful flute-like song.
What's in the food? I need a wiggle worm. Oh, it only lets me play one. Lay 2 eggs on birds with a ground nest. I guess it only lets me do one. One per bird.
American Kestrel. Kestrels track rodents by their urine and will cache surplus kills for later.
Such a gross thing. I mean, I guess do what you gotta do, but, gross. Alright, who do we got here? Wilson Snipe. We're gonna go for the Snipe. It only costs 1 wiggle worm, so I can get that pretty easily. It's not gonna let me roll the feeder. Alright, then we're just going to draw another card. Oh my gosh, it is still not gonna let, it's still not shuffling the feeder. Fine. There we go, now I should be able to roll the feeder next turn.
Wilson's Snipe. Due to the position of their eyes, Wilson snipes can see predators approaching from the front and back.
Alright, 6 rounds. I need food, but I need birds. So I can get 2 birds here. We're just gonna draw from the deck, see what we can't get here. So we get to draw an extra card. Okay, so I have 2 birds now with bowls. Bowl nest, which is good. We've got the indigo bunting. Alright, we're just gonna have to do some game resources here for a bit. Which is unfortunate. We're lacking on cards this round that give you free resources. I needed berries. Okay, so I can play the violet green swallow.
Violet green swallow. Like other swallows, these birds forage in large groups in open areas.
Hopefully that'll help us go a little bit quicker on resource gathering. That's not great. Alright, we're gonna get Anna's hummingbird because we'll be able to play that one and we'll definitely get more resources.
Anna's hummingbird. These birds' impressive mating displays involve diving from over 100 feet in the air.
Yeah, I got 0. I got 0. Alright, we are going to start off this turn by getting some cards. Particularly just because the one in the feeding area is like tuck a card, and I want to tuck one every opportunity. Oh my gosh, Autumn has 9 birds. Okay, so I do have 4 resources now. So I've got... Can I summon Clarkskeeb? Okay, this one costs 1 to summon. Actually, I think I can do... I can summon this one, and then I can actually still summon another.
Ruby crown kinglet. Kinglet's ruby red crown feathers pop up when they are agitated. Pine siskin. Pine siskins are gregarious, traveling in flocks to look for food.
Okay, and then I get food. We'll go for the wiggle worm. Alright, doing pretty good there. Totally wasted the second round, but I think we've got good resources going now. Am I out of eggs? I am out of eggs. Okay. Do I have another ground nest? I do. Alright, last round, so we're just gonna go ahead and summon a bird.
House finch. These finches are rarely alone and can flock in the hundreds.
Perfect. Oh my gosh, Autumn still kicked my butt. I added so many. Alright, so we got 4 rounds, we got a few things. When played, draw the 3 face-up cards in the bird tray. You know what, I'm gonna go for the Loggerhead Strike. Just to kind of increase my odds of getting resources.
Shrikes impale their prey on thorns or barbed wire and may save them for later.
Perfect. I got a mouse on there. So now I do have to get resources again, though. Okay, and then everybody gets something from the feeder. Well, why not? I'll take the berries. And I want to keep the brand, so we are going to skip tucking a card.
Brants can migrate the 5,300 kilometers from Alaska to Mexico in 54 hours.
Okay, so I got 3 cards from the tray, so I'm back up to multiple cards, which is good. But we are on the last turn. So I can't summon anything. Which is weird that it's not letting me summon this. Oh, I don't have enough eggs. So no matter what, I can either go for eggs, or I can tuck 2 cards, which I'll only get 3 eggs. So tucking cards might actually do me better. Alright, we're gonna go for a little bit of a different strategy here. Alright, looks like I actually won that round. Alright, now the final count to see what we got. Sheesh, Automa. Oh my gosh, 72. Yeah, I don't think I'm beating Automa. Yeah, Automa reached 101. Oh, I did not do well that round. Did not do well at all. Alright, it's been 2.5 hours. Am I ready to switch games again? That was only 2 rounds of Wingspan. But I can switch again, go to Inscryption. I will admit I haven't played Inscryption in a really long time. So I am definitely going to be out of practice on that one. What other ones do I have? Oh yeah, I have Slay the Spire. I haven't started that one yet though. Alright, let's switch over to Inscryption. Alright, I'm back. Oh, it's good soup. Good soup. Yeah, I made a Pokemon... no. I made chicken noodle soup. I'm like, I almost said I made Pokemon soup. I made chicken noodle soup. And it's good soup. Alright. As for Inscryption, I have finished the main game. It looks like we're on to Casey's mod. I don't remember where I left off. It says continue run, and you get punished if you do a new run. So we're just going to jump right into this... Oh wait, never mind. Is it grayed out? Okay, never mind. We get to do a new run. Okay, I'm wrong. So I do get to actually start over. So What is this? This just randomly selects one. Okay, you know what? Let's just do that. Makes my life easier. Boss battles are also totem battles. Tipped scales. Trapper's pelts cost more. You know, start the fish hook. Honestly, I kind of want to do pricey pelts just because one of my biggest issues is ending up with such a massive deck size that not being able to buy pelts would potentially help with not having to increase my deck size, but okay, that's 40. So we'll do boss totems, all totems, and pricey pelts. But we'll see what happens because I haven't made it very far. I think I'm only on like the 3rd go round. So looks like we're doing the Ant Queen. Starting off with the winter biome. Alright, what have you got for us, Leshy? So we are doing the Ant Queen. So we've already got some flying abilities right off the bat there. And our only summonables right now, or the only sacrifices is the squirrel. I could go for the goat and merge that later. And we don't have any bone summon, which is what the coyote would be good for. Go for the goat and the raven. So power up, totem, or merge. Yeah, I want to merge. Alright, we're gonna give the goat to the skunk and we'll have a stinky, bloody skunk. Alright. Let's go! What you got for me? Guess it's a worker ant. Okay. Get the worker ant, flying ant, ant queen. Alright, his side of the board is empty. Got a nice stack of foils from that. So it looks like we can either get cards based on blood or we can just get cards. Or we can power up. It's like, I know I need to get my totem going, but we've got the beaver, the cuckoo, and the raven. Well, I'm gonna go for the cuckoo because that is like my favoriteest card. Alright, so we managed to power up the cuckoo twice. That's nice, that's good. I'll go ahead and put that cuckoo down to block the wild bull, which is going to be perfect. Right, go ahead and put the flying ant down. It's just going to have a power of 1. And we win. So far, off to a pretty good start. We've won our first 2 battles fairly easily. Alright, so up ahead we have the miner. Pick a card, power up, and totem. So I don't need items, so I think we'll just go towards this other way because I don't need items. Raven, corpse maggots, and the moose buck. I'm gonna go for the raven. start building their totem. Alright, what do you got for me, wood carver? You don't have anything better? Can you give me something better? What is this? Ugh. I wasted a power up. Alright, we'll just put the cuckoo down, block the one thing, draw my card. And we win. And we get a new card. So this is going to be based on type. So wolves, ravens, elks. We'll go for ravens. We got the magpie. So we can get double totem or we can merge. Alright, let's go double totem. We've already started building it, so let's see what we can do better. Okay, I like that we have the raven totem, but I also like that there's the pack rat symbol. Alright, let's go for the body. And see if we can't get a different, like, either the insect head or the raven head. Okay, perfect. We got the insect head. So we'll do the insect with the pack rat symbol. Okay, that should help us. Because be a little more lenient using my item cards now. It's the miner. Alright, so here's what I'm gonna do. And then I am gonna go ahead and use this other squirrel. Okay, that is gonna jump up and stop my ant. Okay. Actually, I can cut a card now. There we go. Alright, we're managing to survive. I'm trying to remember what he does next. I'm gonna hold on to my resources for now, because I know it's gonna cancel out the first... We're gonna finish the first round. I don't remember what he does, though. Oh boy. Okay, this is what he does. He gives me a pelt and I get to take one of his cards. We're gonna take his wolf cub. Go for a squirrel here. Alright, I'm gonna use my skunk to summon the ant queen. Okay, that gives me 3 items. I do have a worker ant that has the pack rat. So we're gonna go ahead and use an item just so I can get another free item. And then we'll use this last squirrel. Does the magpie fly over? Alright, we'll use that to get the wolf cub. Yep, that should be game. Perfect! Perfect. First boss down. Doing pretty good. Yeah, relight that candle. Okay, now I get a free card. So we got the Amalgam, Uriuli, and a Strange Larva. I'm tempted to get the Strange Larva just to see if I can't merge it later with something else. Alright, so we're in the woodlands. So it looks like there is a merging spot right here. Alright, Kingfisher. Alright, so to merge, we've got the Strange Larva, and the Magpie, and the Kingfisher. Those are all ones that I want to get rid of. Let's go ahead and start with the Larva. And we'll give the Larva to the Cuckoo. Just because who doesn't want an even stronger Cuckoo bird? Alright, so the reason I waited and got the 2 squirrels like that was, just because it's the only way I was going to get the raven. But my damage output might be high enough to actually come back. Alright, squirrel, take my tooth. 1, 2, yeah, that should be enough. Nope, not enough. Alright, fine. Squirrel. Possum. Dang, block at these coyotes, man. Almost out of squirrels. Okay, but that should have done it. That should have been game. Not a fan of any of those cards. Another raven. Fine. And we do get to upgrade the totem. Unkillable. When a card bearing the sigil perishes, a copy of it is created in your hand. Okay. I'm gonna grab the unkillable, but I want to keep doing the pack rat with the insect. Okay, so we can get rid of a card for a boon, which I'm gonna want to do that because I'm getting way too many cards again. I needed Leshy to pass because that's probably the only way I'm going to survive. Alright, so that puts me up to a damage output of 3, and they're at a damage output of 3. Magpie. Okay, that puts me at a damage output of 5. And the Cuckoo will get stronger each turn. Sorry, sorry I went quiet. I was... You know, thinking is a very dangerous pastime. It's not an easy thing to do. But basically did a lot of work to get my Cuckoo on the field. Alright, we're gonna get rid of the Kingfisher. I'm like looking at all the stuff up ahead and I wish I'd taken a different route. Okay, so I'm gonna get 2, so it'll be 1, 2, and then that's 3. I'll survive 1 more turn. Okay, now we're at even damage output. Which is good. Even is okay. We can be even. Alright. Yeah, see, look at that. 2 merging spots. Oh my gosh. How I would have loved to have been able to take both of those merging spots. Alright, what have you got for me, Woodcarver? We got Stinky. Alright, we're gonna grab the Stinky, but I think we're still gonna do the pack rat insects. Alright, now we've got merging, so we have an opportunity here to get rid of a card. And we're gonna go for the Magpie. So the Magpie has both flight and searching. So I think we'll go ahead and give that to the Coyote, because why not? It'll be a lot easier to get the Coyote onto the field than anything else. What I need is the Mushroom guy. I need the Mushroom guy so I can start literally merging cards. Alright, this is the Miner. Okay, right off the bat we do have a Flying Ant. So I am going to go ahead and get that Flying Ant on the field. And I think this will be good just to do the first round like this. Alright, so he is going to turn those into gold. And until his hound destroys my gold, there's not much I can do. Okay. That Wolf Cup will also stop my Raven. Okay, but that does take them both out, which is good. Alright, I am going to discard this Raven just so I can get a healthy one on the field. This should be game. That should end it. Yep. Perfect. Yeah, relight that candle. Let's go. What do you got for me, dude? Ouroboros, Gek. Oh, this Gek has a bright eyeball. Oh, Ouroboros is a good one, though. Yeah, this is a special Gek. This one's got a bright eye. I'm gonna go for Gek. Alright, we've reached the wetlands. Okay, so right off the bat, I am seeing top left corner is a fire, top right corner is the mushrooms. So I guess we're going to the mushroom guys. I'm gonna go for the scissors. Those are usually the best ones. Alright, we got my boom. We're gonna drop the cuckoo in front of the mantis because that one's usually gonna mess things up pretty good. But I mean, in full honesty, this should end the match. Yeah, cuckoo ended it with some despair. Alright, so this is a challenge. We got so either 3 sigils amongst them, 2 of a kind, or 6 health. I guess let's do 2 of a kind. Alright, we did. Yep. So we have the mole who is unkillable and lets you search, the elk, which drops the rock and moves, and the coyote. Let's go for the coyote. Oh, finally! Mushroom guys! But now we actually have quite a few choices. We've got both the ravens and the coyotes that we can merge. I think I'm gonna go for the ravens though. Good deal. So there is a merging if we go to the left. So I'm probably gonna go that way. Alright. Then put the power up raven. And that ends the game. Alright, before I do that... Oh! Wait, Gek is gone. Did Gek turn into the skunk? Is that what that was? Oh, I think Gek became the skunk. Oh, that's so weird. I mean, don't get me wrong, that's cool, but like... Weird. Mud turtle. Alright, we're gonna get a couple power-ups going this way. Who do we want to power up at least? Oh, I think the gecko changed again. Now I have 2 great whites. Alright, well we're just gonna power up a white and hope that they eat it. Or we're just gonna have a really powerful great white shark. I guess we'll take the luck, you know? As much as I wanted to thin down the deck, I'll just accept it. Alright, we're gonna have him skip his turn. Alright, and that's game. Now we get the trapper. See what he has to say to us. Dot, dot, dot. Okay. I don't have room for... Oh my gosh. No frickin' way. Let me get rid of something then. Fine. Okay, the gecko has changed into something else again. Right? Or is it not an option? I mean, currently the shark's my only 3 summon, so it's not that big of a deal. Alright, we're just gonna power up the Raven once because I don't want to lose it. And now we get to merge cards again. Yay. So I've got the ants, the coyotes, and the ravens. It's interesting that it's doing the ravens this way instead of giving me the two plain ones. We're gonna do the ravens again. Alright, 7 and 9. So I'm not sure if there's a limit to how many times you can merge a card. Obviously this raven is getting pretty messed up. I can't sacrifice the wolf pelt to summon. Alright, we're just gonna do it this way for now. I'm gonna put the wolf pelt down because then he's gonna grab the wolf pelt, or it's not, or nothing's gonna happen. That's fine. Alright, I'm gonna grab the cuckoo because that'll be the easiest to summon. Oh, he's gonna take my coyote. Interesting. Here, have a squirrel. Alright, so he clears his side of the board. Alright, so this should be pretty easy because as long as I don't attack the buckets, and that just ends the round anyways. Yeah, so what made the angler hard was when you attack the buckets, they turn into sharks. And man, those things are vicious. So we got Long Elk, Mantis God, and Amalgam. Oh, Mantis God is such a good one. Alright, we're gonna go for Mantis God. A moment. Alright, we're gonna go for the merging. Just so I can put Mantis God onto someone. Let's give Mantis God to our powered up Raven. Now it's on to the moon. We got this. Oh, they took my stuff. So I do have a full list of resources here. I've got my hook, I've got a pair of scissors, and I've got the tooth thing. So okay, we're off to a pretty solid start. Right off the bat, I can get my powered up Raven onto the field. Yeah, because that'll attack for 14. Oh, it'll attack for 7. But that's his first candle out. He just hit me with a tree. Kevin and Lois, oh no. Alright, we'll put the squirrel down. And we'll put the cuckoo in front of Lois. Alright, that's the second candle down. This might be my best run yet. The moon is waning. Oh, I just took a picture of the moon. Can I cut the moon? Alright, let's pull a tooth just so we can see what happens here. When we get our free item. It gave us boons. Okay. That's the end of the moon. And that is the end of the round. We done took down the moon, guys. Alright, cleared level 4 of Casey's mod. That was pretty dang good. I think that might actually be my best run yet. Most damage in one turn was 14. Squirrels harmed 42. And 49 sacrifices made and 8 misplays. Hey. I don't know what this game considers a misplay, but considering I beat the game, I think I did pretty good. Entry number 4. I scoured the disc last night looking for some kind of explanation, and I found some really wild stuff. It made me think, what is the old data? And why does Lushy only talk about it when he's wearing the woodcarver's mask? I found some log from Mr. Kaminsky, and it was pretty clear when I met him that the guy had issues, but he seemed to be saying in this log that the entire development of Inscryption was a cover. For what? How infuriating if true. Time to start another run, I guess. Got the Direwolf. Direwolf will strike the opposing space for extra time when attacking. Oh, for an extra time. Oh, I see. He attacks the same spot twice. The Direwolf Pup. At the end of the owner's turn, Direwolf Pup will generate 1 boon. Also, Direwolf Pup will grow into a more powerful form after 1 turn on the board. Okay. Challenge unlocked. No boss rares. Bosses award regular cards instead of rares. Plus 15 challenge points. Oh, so I guess that means like no Ouroboros and stuff like that. Wait, didn't I get the Direwolf deck? I thought I unlocked the Direwolf deck, unless it was just saying I unlocked the cards. Alright, so I need 50 challenge points. So we'll do totem battles, pelts, and then that leaves us with 10. There, we'll go for the cheaper pelts, and then we'll just do no boss rares. And we are doing the insect deck again. Okay. Alright, what do you got for us, Woodcarver? Or no, the Pelt Trader. Alright, ringworm. I want the ringworm and I want the cockroach. There's a campfire up in that corner. Okay. Actually, I almost wonder if it would be better to keep the cockroach and get rid of the ant, or get rid of the ant queen. Oh, actually. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try something potentially not the brightest, I'm gonna give the Ant Queen's ability to the cockroach and see what happens. That's only 3. Okay, well, I know how to get out of this. I'm gonna use this item to take a tooth. And that'll put me 1 ahead of the Raven. This is about to be a very long battle. So I can definitely tell you this is what they're going to count as a misplay. Because I did not have any way of actually getting stuff on the field. Oh, that was a beautiful hot mess. Alright, 2 blood, 3 blood. We're going to go for 3 blood. We got a shark. Campfire. I got a special treat for these guys. Tasty, tasty ringworm. Oh, you guys better eat this frickin' ringworm. Thank you. I was about to be so mad if they didn't eat it. Oh, they gave me the bones. How sweet. A memento. Gross. Alright, what do we got here? We got a raven that's coming down. Hello, Scorpio. How you doing? You're busy. Hopefully busy in a good way. Not working too hard. Alrighty, charismatic. Have yourself a good sleep. Alright, so what have I got here? I've got the trapper, I've got the miner, and then I can merge. I don't really have a lot of cards, do I? Oh, right on. Competing in the LCQ for Pokemon BGC. How'd that go? Ooh, I struck gold. Nice. Oh, I guess I should check. Yeah, that'll be fine. So I get a goat. Oh, I'm definitely going for the scissors. Scissors is like arguably the best item. Oh, it's still underway. It's gonna take at least a week. Oh, that's a long time. Well, good luck. I hope it goes well. There we go. Had to use another item, which is fantastic, but... You're on to round 3, well congratulations. But what does the 996 seed, as well as the 5 seed and 24 seed, what does that mean? Oh, it's the direwolf. Alright, this one adds health. Oh, out of the 1,000 people participating. Hey, that's cool. That's a lot of participants, though. That is pretty swanky, though. Yeah, I don't know what LCQ stands for either. Ah, last chance qualifier. There, but I do get a pelt, which is good. I think I can summon my shark. And we'll put him there. Okay. So that'll end that round. And now we trade. So I got 2 pelts. I got 3 pelts. So I can get 3 of his cards. Okay, I could take both of his ants. And then, how about... I can summon the possum pretty easily. Worker ant there, squirrel here, and then get the other worker ant there. And that ends that round. Perfect. Yeah, reignite. It's so dramatic the way he does that. Wait a moment, you must excuse me. These are not rare cards. Yeah, we lost out on the rare cards, unfortunately. So we've got the pronghorn, the grizzly, and a warren. I think I'm gonna take the warren. Because if nothing else, the warren is a good card, especially if you're gonna give it to something else. You're also working. I'll be sure to drink lots of water, take breaks. Okay, so I had the golden fleece, so I did get a rare card. I went ahead and grabbed Child 13, which is the, you can sacrifice it over and over and over. So I'll go ahead and put that on. I guess we can put it on the skunk. Alright, we did get another merging, which is good. Because I have another card I want to merge away. I do have bones. It'll get me the cockroach. That'll get me the cockroach again. Alright. Now I've got 2 worker ants that are going to be pretty easy to summon. Right? We'll do the same thing, worker ant again. Power up the other one, and we're good to go. Now I get to pick a card based on beast type. Go for insect, we got the corpse maggots. Okay, so the cards that I wanted to merge away, there's Warren and now corpse maggots. Warren being the rabbit hole ability. When a card bearing the sigil is played, a rabbit is created in your hand. A rabbit is defined as 0 power 1 health, and it doesn't have a summoning cost. That is what's important here. Whereas the corpse maggots. Corpse Eater. If a creature that you own perishes by combat, a card bearing the sigil in your hand is automatically played in its place. So that would be a really good one to help get Direwolf and Great White on the field. We're going to start with getting rid of Warren though, and we'll go ahead and give Warren, we'll give that one to the flying ant. Alrighty Scorpio, thanks for the bits and I hope you have a wonderful day at work. Remember, drink lots of water, stay hydrated. Yes, it was nice talking with you too. Ooh, perfect, I can get this skunk on the field. Oh, okay. I can't do the skunk yet. Or I can't summon the direwolf yet. I've just lost. Oh, that's not good. I've just lost. So I could try cutting a card because that direwolf pup is going to grow up this turn. That one's going to come down. Yeah, I've lost. Really badly. I just lost really badly. Leshy, did you just throw shade at me? That dude literally just was like, when will a worthy challenger appear? Like I don't exist. Alright, so I've got 1 health remaining. Alright, that was a perfect play right there. Okay, so I see the mushroom guys. Looks like the only thing I can merge is the 2 flying ants. Okay, I do want to do that. So I can actually merge the direwolves now and the flying ants. Okay. But I kind of need the ants in order to really power them up. Alright, we're gonna do the direwolves. 4 power, 10 health. That's pretty good. And we're gonna get 2 items from here. So I believe this... Yeah, that lets them attack us if they have the airborne sigil. We're gonna go for the squirrel. And then we're gonna go for the teeth, the boons. The bones is what they are. You got the miner. Okay. Alright, we're gonna use the direwolf to get that pack mule down. Get those free cards. Dang nabbit! Okay, so I have a direwolf pup, a rattler, elk fawn, and squirrel. I'm trying to count. I think I've got 4 boons. So I do have the... So I can summon the rattler if I want next turn. I'm gonna go for a squirrel here. Alright, and that ends the game. Perfect. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. I forgot all about that was going to happen. Alright, we're kind of coming back from that mistake I made. We're doing all right. I think we may actually. This should be the end of it. Perfect. Thank you. Hi, puppies. Hi, babe. We got a direwolf pup, the skunk, and a mystery card. Let's go for the pup. Alright, so we've gone into the wetlands. It's unfortunate, there's no merging, which is... Alright, so we have a challenge. Cost 5 bones, 4 attack power, and 2 of a kind. So we're gonna go for attack power. And right there, we've won. So we got the raven egg, a flying ant, and a river otter. We're gonna go for this flying ant. Okay, there is a merging spot up ahead. Although that one is to share sigils. Hey, puppies. Good morning, puppies. You slept in. It's almost 6 p.m. You slept in all day long. Yes, you did. Yeah, my boyfriend just got up and him and his dog slept in all day. But you know, sometimes you just gotta sleep all day. Okay, so I can get the cockroach. Yeah, that's what I was worried was gonna happen. I've lost. The turtles, man, the turtles got me. One, two, three, four, five, six. Get a wolf pelt and call it good. Alright, so we're gonna get to share some sizzles here. Now, I could give flying to somebody. I could give it to maybe the dire wolf. No, let's give the corpse maggots. We'll give that one to the dire wolf. Alright, then we're gonna put the ant there. Because that way when the rattler attacks the ant, it dies. And then the ant comes back. Perfect. Alright, and then we get a challenge. See how well we do this time. So 2 of a kind, power of 4, 6 health. We're gonna go for the power again. And we've won it. So we have a skink, a cuckoo, and an ant queen. Which the ant queen is actually rather tempting. So the skink is immortal, and it comes back to your hand. So you can sacrifice it, and when it dies, it comes back to your hand. The cuckoo attacks the same spot twice. And the ant queen drops an egg, but also gives an item. Oh, I want the cuckoo and the ant queen and this. I want them all. I want all 3 of these. Alright, can I look at my thing here? Alright, I'm gonna go for the ant queen. Alright, we'll give the dire wolf up to the flying ant. We'll give him those sigils. See how that goes. Alright, that's game. That was pretty powerful. I like it. Okay, so I've got a mushroom guy, I've got a boon. So if I go for the mushrooms, I only have the ants. Only the ants would work. I don't remember if the mushroom guy gives you a card if you show up and can't do anything, but I know he'll try to make me merge my ants. Which isn't the end of the world. And then the alternative is a boon. So let's just go get a card and see what happens. Cuckoo! Alright, we're gonna get the cockroach. And now we get a totem upgrade. Alright, now we have a totem. And now we get to merge. Yeah, let's do the cockroaches. Alright, so now we're on to the angler. I like how he says go fish. You know what? I should play Go Fish at some point. It was such a good game. Yeah, the rabbit pelt's not gonna stop anything, so we'll just do this for now. Perfect, just what I wanted. We're gonna go ahead and destroy his shark. Okay, that pelt isn't gonna do me any good. Okay, put the rabbit pelt down so then he'll take the pelt. Okay. All right, there we go. Oh my gosh, dude, stop trying to take my stuff. He's being so, like, touchy with my things. You guys see that? You guys see how he keeps trying to touch my stuff? Alright, so I am gonna do this to summon the direwolf. Just because I know what's gonna happen if I hit those bait buckets. And that ends the game. Or ends the round, I should say. You light. That's very kind of him. Alright, I just grabbed the worker ant. Whoa, we're at the end already? What? Really? This isn't gonna be good. I am an item down. I do have 2 pelts, so let's get an item. There, we've got 2 scissors. The end is upon us. And then he takes one of my candles and gives it to him. He literally takes it. Yeah, he's literally taking it. That's so mean. Leshy. Alright, what do we got here? Oops, I'm gonna put the pelt here. The only problem is the flying. To get the flying ant stronger, it has to survive at least 1 turn. Oh. Oh gosh. Leshy. Leshy, that was inappropriate. Have I really lost already? It's actually kind of disappointing. I've lost already. I was doing so good though. I was doing so well. Alright. Just make it quick, Leshy. Yeah, him turning all my cards to gold like that. That's what did me in. "13 misplays. Oh shit, I did not. Well, okay, I didn't mean to push that button because I am going to go ahead and end the stream. It's been 4 hours. So I'm going to go ahead and call it here. It was good. It was fun. You know, we managed to get through Pokemon, Wingspan, and then Inscryption. So I played a couple hours of each. Oh, thank you for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Yeah, I hope everyone has yourselves a good evening. I will be back next weekend with more Pokemon TCG. So I hope you guys all have a wonderful week. Don't work too hard. Remember to stay hydrated. It's starting to get hot out there. Go ahead and do this for anyone who's interested. There's my Discord server. Oops, come on, let me type. And then this is the music that we listen to. We listen to LoFi Geek. They make music on YouTube, royalty-free for streamers. Just make sure you stick to the newer stuff because sometimes people try to copyright his music and it can be a bit of a problem. But his newer stuff is all safe for everyone to use. So yeah, that's all I got. Until next time, bye guys!